Hello, come in. Welcome to my first color and chat of 2020, where we color, create, talk about our week, and you learn more about me. Currently it is 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I figure after 2 hours of unsuccessfully trying to get some sleep, I would fix myself a green tea latte with caramel creamer and start recording today's video. Shadow, of course, has his own opinions on the matter. Today I will be using Color-Tech gel pens on a mandala in Joanna's Christmas. For the following color-alongs: Joanna's January, Mandala Madness, and Jelly January. I will have a list of color-alongs below in the description, including their host and hashtag. Before I start the page, I would like to take a few minutes to talk about the page I started on camera in Romantic Country 1 for my yearly color-along. Even though the picture is coming along, I unfortunately ran into difficulty a few times when recording part 2, since the page was started at the tail end of 2019. I will continue the page as my first whip for my Wednesday Wip and Ramble. And instead I will do this page for my Friday color along in Romantic Country 1. So I will be starting on this mandala today. It seems to have a simple wintry theme that doesn't scream Christmas. I am thinking of creating various focal points by alternating plain or pastel with glitter. So please do tell me in the comments. How are you? How was your day or weekend? I am not doing too bad considering. Really no plans for today. Although I really need to spend some time on my ASL studies. I I feel yesterday was productive, even though I slept in and even took a late afternoon nap. What coloring or craft projects are you working on? This week I completed one of my Whips and Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. Also I colored one of Hanlon's latest illustration from her Patreon club. For the color alongs Mermaid Jewelry and a Whimsical 2020. Friday I got a printer, so I am currently making a DIY travel size coloring book. I am using a 7x7 chunky notebook from Target dollar section and my favorite PDF. I also made a simple ragged journal. I got the idea from the Paper Outpost. I used a sheet of cardstock, which I covered with cat images and washi tape, along with some twine and a few pages that I dyed with green tea. I believe I have a video on both projects on my Instagram, which is listed below. What are your current hobbies and what other hobbies, if any, are you interested in? Currently, in addition to coloring, I like filling glue books and making ephemera pieces. I also enjoy listening to audiobooks. Currently, I am following Molly Harper and I.T. Lucas, along with the Harry Potter series. Oddly, growing up, I enjoyed reading actual books. Even in my mid-teens, I would read the Ellery Queen series. Later, in my mid-20s, I worked night shift in the mailroom of the local newspaper. I would read a few pages or a chapter from John Saul or Dean Koontz to help me sleep. Nowadays, for me to read an actual book and follow along would be a struggle. Currently, I can hear both my bank account and my storage space screaming at me not to buy things for my current hobbies, let alone any new ones. So one interest would be cross-stitching. I also have considered using planners, but am partially reluctant. For one thing, I don't work or have many outside commitments. Also, it seems most things are more apt to get done when I don't plan them. Yet on the flip side, many times I have trouble focusing or remembering things. And although a crazy thought, perhaps the illusion of being organized may help me to either be more organized or more consistent. So I did pick up a simple, undated weekly planner to try out. Basically, the format of the pages alternates so that when the planner is open, page on left is similar to a sheet of plain stationery, while the one on the right has the days of the week listed in his blocked areas with room for quick notes. I am considering using it and helping me in planning and setting up my YouTube videos. I have to use a type-to-talk device as my voice. When I record, I have to type out what I want to say before I record it. So in order to make the video feel more normal, I often pause so that I can add on another 5 to 10 minutes of my conversation until I come to what I want as the end of the video. I then run it through an editor to splice it all together before I upload. So sometimes between these blocks I need an extended break. And in order to save storage space, I upload that part of video to the editor. Often when I continue, I either forget where I left off or topic of earlier part of video. I am thinking of using the planner to jotting notes and keeping them organized. Going slightly off topic, it may help in setting goals with my ASL studies. Those of you who are wondering, I did finally get a 3-hour nap in. Sadly, that did not happen until noon. Hopefully my sleep won't be messed up again. I am feeling a little more focused, which reminds me I forgot to warn you that sometimes I jump around topics like switching lanes with no signal. It seems to be related to my bipolar 2 disorder. For a while, with medication my moods were more balanced. However, one of the medications, if constantly restarted, has severe side effects. So when in early 2019, for 3 months I was constantly forgetting my meds. And then restarting it, I decided to purge and instead use a mindful no meds approach. This worked for a while until about 8 to 10 weeks ago. So I had set up return to counsel. As well as going back on meds. Of course, this all means having an intake done. That happened on December 18th and I am still waiting on results. In addition, I have to wait another 6 to 8 weeks to see a prescriber. Okay, I am getting tired, so I am going to end the video here and get it uploaded. I really appreciate your patience and support. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for coming over. Bye now.